Menopausal and perimenopausal women, listen up. It's time to take control of your health and comfort, and Winona is here to help. Winona is a telemedicine company for menopause care who believes that your symptoms are real, important, and deserve to be taken seriously. And for many women, this starts with hormone replacement therapy. Winona's HRT is made with plant-based, bioidentical hormones rather than synthetic ones, so it better aligns with your body to offer relief from hot flashes, weight gain, and other uncomfortable symptoms. 80% of women who use Winona find relief within just 90 days. So, what are you waiting for? Get started today. Visit buywinona.com today to start your free visit. With free shipping and the ability to pause or cancel at any time, your path to wellness has zero obligations. Use code SPRING24 at buywinona.com for 25% off your first treatment plan. That's BYWINONA.com for 25% off. Winona. Menopause care made easy. Summer is the season of hot temperatures, outdoor adventures, and refreshing water activities. Summer is also the season of rough on your feet, causing dry, cracked heels and toes. Introducing Babyfoot, the original exfoliation foot peel that contains 16 natural extracts formulated to remove dead skin cells in 3 easy steps. Apply the booties, relax for an hour, then wash your feet. In 14 days, you've got baby smooth skin and your feet have never been softer. Letting dead skin cells build up over time is hazardous to your foot health. Our professional-grade DIY products, like our original exfoliation foot peel, our men's foot peel, or our moisturizing mask, are some of the best foot care products on the market, created with your foot health in mind. Pamper yourself with a spa day from the comfort and convenience of your own home with Babyfoot. If you want a chemical-free, easy-to-use exfoliating process from the company that created the original foot peel, it's time to treat yourself to Babyfoot. Go to babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24 and get 20% off your first order with Babyfoot. That's babyfoot.com and use the code SUMMERFEET24.
Hello and welcome to Boo Stupid to Live. Yes, everyone, the Halloween episode is here. But if you're listening for the first time, welcome. Outside of spooky season, this podcast usually goes by the name Too Stupid to Live, which is a podcast that reviews romance novels $5 and under. I'm your host, Becky Feldman, and this episode of TSTL is going to make you happier than the sugar high you get from the handful of candy you eat this time of year. Today, my return guest and I are reviewing the outrageous paranormal romance that concludes the Deadly Angel series, Good Vampires Go to Heaven by Sandra Hill, which is currently $5.99. Yes, this book is over $5, and I know it goes against the rules of the podcast, but listen, I always keep a promise. Or I usually promise to always keep a promise, but this time I kept a promise. Anyway, point is, last time my guest was on, we reviewed one of the books in this Deadly Angel series. We reviewed Even Vampires Get the Blues, and I had made a promise that my guest could return to the show, or could. I said that I would love for my guest to return to the show so we could review the last book in the series. And listen, you guys, my word is more valuable than 99 cents. I'm sorry. So yes, today's book is $5.99. So my guest today is my friend Alana Johnston. We go way back from my old UCB days. She is a hilarious comedian who is the host of the Self-Esteem Party podcast, and she performs at other amazing live shows around Los Angeles and beyond. And this episode was nothing but a wild delight. So please enjoy this review of Good Vampires Go to Heaven. Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
You said you'd give me a thumbs up, and then you did.
We already revealed I'm the guest. Hi, it's Alana.
Hi, Alana. Welcome back. I mean,
I'll let you do your intro. You do a full intro.
Well, I do an intro. I record it later, so everyone already knows.
Oh my god! So this is perfect.
This is perfect. Everyone already knows.
Here's the secondary reveal. It is indeed me, Alana Johnston. I wasn't just introduced and then swapped out. It is me. Here's a couple ways I can prove it. I used to have long hair. Now I have bangs. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm sitting in my own studio. It's blue. Mm-hmm. Maybe we'll post a photo for your podcast release.
Yeah. We'll post a photo. Yeah, we'll take a photo.
Maybe we'll do a photo shoot against the blue wall together.
Exactly. I just want to say, like, you are just above and beyond already. The show dreams, like, you know, like you're just here. Photo, your stuff. Like,
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to launch myself on this podcast. I'm recording it.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like, you're like gonna be like, if you just like eventually you're just gonna like replace me, which is great.
I'm just the host now, and everyone, I'll have you on as a guest and be
Oh my
like,
God.
it's so nice to have you guest. We'll get you back in a year or two.
Yeah,
Thank you so
exactly.
much.
Yeah, and I'll be like, oh great, oh my God, really, thank you, because I know this is so big. You know, you have so many people and so much. Thank you.
You are welcome. Anything
Thank
for you.
so much. I'm so happy to be a fan of the show.
My pleasure.
So you were on a few years ago, I would say.
Pre-pandemic.
Pre-pan.
So, and was it after? It was after you did my podcast,
I
because
think
you were one of
so.
my first guests.
Yes. Yeah.
On the Self-Esteem Party podcast. That's another way I'm proving it's me.
Mm-hmm.
Look it up. I'm in the picture.
I fucking love your podcast, by the way.
Oh
it
my
just
God,
like
thanks
makes
so
me
much.
feel like, because we don't see each other all that often.
No,
so
we
it's like,
don't.
oh, whenever I need like an Alana fix, I'm like, I'll just listen to her podcast. It's like we're hanging out. I love it.
I thank you so much. Thanks for listening.
Oh my God.
We saw each other more pre-pandemic. It was like,
did.
and you, me, and Courtney had a couple years there.
No, yeah.
Really, like when Up had ended, we were still hanging out and everything like
yeah.
that. So
I
it
guess,
was
like,
that was
yeah.
really, that was a fun time, fun crew.
It was. Yeah. And just the pandemic just destroyed everything.
You know, it destroyed the friends that you would occasionally see but really connect with when you saw them.
Mm-hmm.
So the kind of thing, it's like, I may not have seen you. I didn't see you all the time. Like
No.
for like a couple years in between there. But
Yeah.
it's like when you would, it was always so pleasurable. Like I would see you. Remember, what was a random one I saw you at and I hadn't seen you in a while? The chili off.
That's right.
Remember the chili one or
Oh,
whatever?
yeah,
and
we
I
had so
hadn't
much
seen
fun.
you for a while.
That's right.
So
yeah.
but then it was like we talked for like an hour and then I
Yeah.
left the party. It was like I only talked to you.
Oh my God. I'm so, first of all, honored. Second of all, because like I think there's like some people who both have those personalities and those friendships where it's like we could not see each other for 20 years and then like we'll pick up right where we left off. You know what I mean? Because I think we just have that tension, that chemistry.
It's a tension. I don't feel good about it. I don't want to be in this friendship, but I'll stay. I will stay. It's so tense.
I was like thinking like with my brain, I'm like chemistry, and then I think sexual tension, like in a good way, but we don't have sexual tension. I just forgot the chemistry part. I just forgot my brain
for a second there.
For a second. Listen,
No, but we're
Freudian.
definitely those kinds of friends.
Oh
so
my God, 100%.
now it's been really nice because this is our second time connecting.
Yes.
Amidst this pandemic
Yeah.
that we are coming out of in terms of seeing each other.
Absolutely.
So, because I brought you back to do my podcast.
You did, which was such a delight to do.
Oh my God, it was so great. And that's where we made the agreement that I would come do your podcast.
True. But I am going to put myself down a second because when you were on my podcast, you were like, I want to come back on the show to do the end of the series.
Yeah.
And it was always on like my to-do list. And I should have gotten you back sooner and I will acknowledge that. But I am lazy. I do do 2 episodes a month. I love listeners. I love doing this podcast. I'm not saying blah, blah, blah. But
Listen, you have to read the book. It's a tall order.
It is.
You can't, it's like you can only read so fast.
Yes.
Like if you're doing 4 episodes a month, that's 4 books a month. That's a lot. That's a week a book.
I know. I can't fucking do it.
No.
And there are people who can do like multiple things a week and read. I have accepted it about myself.
I also can't do multiple books at once.
Oh,
I can only do 1 book at a time.
Yep, I get that. I appreciate that because I always am like, yeah, I'll buy your book and read it and da-da-da-da-da-da.
Well, I had started a book. I'm pointing because it's in that drawer.
Okay.
I had started a book and then you asked me to do this and I had to pause that book to be able to read this book.
Yes.
So, because mentally I can't make enough room.
Oh my God.
We're full.
There's like, you get to a point where it's like, there's only enough room for like, stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like, I get it. And I appreciate you putting a book on hold for me. That means a lot.
My pleasure.
It means
it's my
so
podcast,
much.
so yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
I really like
for my podcast. Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate how dedicated you are to this podcast. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah. I'm an apprentice.
Yeah.
I got to work my way up. Got to prove
God.
it.
Oh my God. One of these days you're going to take the place of me and
watch out.
Pass the throne on to you.
Yeah, it'll be like one of those Olympic torches.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll give you
Put a book on fire.
Yeah, it's a book on fire with like a sexy torso.
Ooh, baby. Now that's sexual tension.
Now that's sexual tension. Oh my God.
Speaking of.
Speaking of.
Whew.
this book.
What a steamer.
This was a steamer. That sounds like it should something else.
It doesn't sound like a hot poo. It sounds like steamy, but steamer, obviously we know we use these for clothes.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Was there? Oh,
That's
there was
Mia.
a dog.
That's what I'm telling you. She's going to be loud. If she does it one more time, we're locking her out.
Okay, but here's the thing. It sounded like a boop, so I'm like, did an alarm go off? But
She is an alarm. She's alarming.
Okay.
Everyone, Mia's my dog. Imagine if I was like, Mia's my daughter. She's alarming me, and I'm going to shut the door on her.
You know what? I get kids being alarming. Like, I think it's
Oh
like,
my God, they're always screaming. Bloody Mary.
yeah,
Jeez.
my God.
Thank God in the book they're all dead. Thank God everybody keeps killing children.
There is so much killing.
So many dead kids.
So many dead kids for
So
such
much killing.
So much killing for such a sexy, and a lot of like terrorism. And I'm just like, this,
So much rape.
Yeah.
I'm into it. The
It is-
updates. I thought, you know what? Let's get it in here.
Yeah,
In this
yeah.
romance novel, let's toss a bit of it in.
exactly. Like if you can think of it, it's in there. You know what I mean?
You can think of anything, any name or a series of letters strung together. It is in this book.
It is in this book. So, okay, it is. So when you were last on, we read this book called The Vampire. Even vampires read the blues. Get
Even
the blues.
vampires get the blues.
Yeah. And so this is part of the Deadly Angel series by Sandra Hill. This is the end. Oh my goodness.
You keep talking.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is a good time for me to do the summary. Okay. So it's the last in the series by Sandra Hill and is currently $5.99. Yes, I made a 99-cent increase to the rule because I love this book so much. Okay.
Wow.
So here's a synopsis. Okay. Tired of being underutilized by her fellow vampire angels, aka Vangels, the snark-fueled witch Regina Dora Stotir proves her worth by rescuing the double-agent demon vampire, aka Lucifer, Zebulon Ben Judah. But with Zeb's Jason Statham-level charm, it's Regina's libido that becomes spellbound. And when the two of them team up to fight an impending Armageddon, they'll discover that the real hell isn't this influx of pure evil. No, it's their inability to ignore the carnal desires they have to both bang and fang.
Woo-wee. What a synopsis.
Thank you.
Dead on.
I mean, listen, I tried my best. I did this yesterday while I was babysitting my niece. Wow. So, yeah.
That's a steamer.
It's a steamer.
Hate to break it to you.
Yeah, she made a few steamers too. And
oh my God.
It's a
Anything
steamer
goes
today.
on this podcast.
yeah, listen,
I
I got
love it.
no rules.
No rules.
So okay, so like I feel like we need to like talk about the world
I think so.
to begin with because
think
like
so.
it was it can be so confusing.
So confusing.
Okay.
It's one of those things. So this is what I had said to you.
Mm-hmm.
Unless somebody's, and in this case, I was talking about television, but it applies for this book.
Mm-hmm.
Unless someone is in the scene that's happening, like they are talking to Zeb or they are talking to Regina. If they're just talking about somebody else that's not in the room with them, I don't know who they're talking about.
Yeah.
It's so many names, and what it is the confusing thing to me is the Viking angels who were bad people turned. Okay, fine, I can get that, right?
Yeah.
And that's why but it's the demons. There's so many tiers. Yes. So there's all these tiers of demons. Like the Vangels are just the one thing. They're Viking
Yeah.
angels
But-
until Regina.
Right. Well, they're Viking angel vampires.
Yes, sorry
Which
about that.
Even, even then is so confusing because
It's
you
so
got
confusing.
Viking, you got angel, you got vampire. They're sinners, but they're also angels, and then also Regina's a witch. And I was like, first page, mind blown.
I don't know why they can't just be vampires and angels. The Vikings part, because they keep describing their bodies. Okay, they sound like and look like Vikings.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that part is so confusing to me.
I know
Because then Regina the witch.
yeah. Well, is she a Viking witch? Like, is she a witch from the Vikings? I don't know.
I have
you know what
no
mean?
idea.
That's
All
what
I know is
assumed.
that her grandmother was a witch, she was a witch,
Yeah.
or her mom was a witch, and she was a witch.
Right.
I had never heard a mention of like her past with Viking, but I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
But I mean, yeah, because I was like, okay, maybe she wasn't like, maybe like she lived with the Vikings and
and
just-
killed them all
and
or
killed them all,
something,
and just
yeah.
but did the witch stuff. She just
Yeah.
didn't do all the sailing.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Could have been.
assume.
But I feel like that's exclusively what Vikings do.
Sail. I think they sail.
I think they sail and set up shop, but I don't know if you're.
I did watch the show Vikings.
Oh, okay. So what's the show say?
Whoa. I mean, listen, they're not fun to hang out with. Like, this is what they do. They sail someplace. They're like, they go and then they like, pillage everything.
Yeah.
And then they just like eat meat with their hands and like throw their cups on the ground. Very rude. It's the latter that I don't like.
Okay.
They're just like eating, throwing bones on the ground, and then
It's disgusting.
Yeah, I'm just like, guys,
Okay.
use utensils.
So Regina,
and don't kill.
I mean, I don't see her as a Viking.
I did not either.
I just don't because her behavior is so different, and they push the witch agenda so hard.
Yeah.
But you're right. If she was living amongst the Vikings and dealing to the Vikings and whatever, okay, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. But it was like, here's the thing. I'm happy it was a witch. It's it's Halloween season.
It's fun.
What fun? I'm into witch stuff.
Yeah, me too.
But again, I mean, I felt this way with the first book of like, okay, wait a minute. She's a seal, but a human, and he's a vampire, but a demon vampire. It's like, do we need these? I don't know. I don't care.
Me neither.
I don't know. I don't care.
I don't know. I don't care. It's the sexiest book ever, so I love that.
Yeah.
But it is. The only time I care is when they're explaining the connection that fanging, like when they fang each other with the teeth and suck the blood, or like transfuse. It's like a transfusion because how she made him better or whatever.
Yeah, he drank her blood to get better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that is when it matters because you're like, okay, and that's known of vampires, heightened senses, like we knew this. So when he's talking about not to give away too much too soon.
Oh, you can give away too much too
we're
soon.
laughing. When he is having sex with her and then it's the fanging happens for the first time, he's like, this is something is this what it is? This is something that's unimaginable. Like he didn't even know it was such a thing. It was on such a different level. So I'm like, okay, that's when it matters. I don't think the Vikings part matters at all.
No.
Literally the most useless detail of a character I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, and it was just to describe maybe how they look,
But I just feel like they could have said they're all really barrel-chested and have cool hair.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I didn't think, I don't even think the fanging matters. I think the vampire stuff matters. I think like the point of this is that you have a sinner and they're like literally being cursed by becoming angels and having to do good things because they fucked up. And that could be like a whole thing. Like you could call it like the like unsinner squad or something. Something like that, know, and they would be called
Okay, but here's my thing.
Okay.
It's the vampire part that interests me. Because I love vampires. We talked about this last time.
Yeah.
How much we love vampires. And because this is a romance novel, and being a vampire heightens the senses, it makes the sex in the novel better.
100%.
So that's where, just for the sex, because they don't use that in war. And most of the book is the latter half of the book is war.
They use weapons in
They
war.
use weapons and the guns and
Yeah.
modern weapons. It's crazy. So, or some of them use modern weapons.
Yeah.
But it definitely went in all the sex parts, which is a lot of the parts. I'm like, okay, being a vampire matters in only a sexy way, not a feats of strength, which is a vampire thing.
Yes,
like Twilight,
Exactly, yeah, and like I guess maybe that's why my brain is like, okay, but like,
you're right.
Yeah.
On the whole, you are right. It doesn't matter. They're not being vampires in the typical way of looking for humans to suck their blood.
Exactly.
So
they're
you're
not,
right.
Yeah, they're not. In fact, they are like cool pancakes tomorrow.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
They eat regular food.
In the Phaco blood.
In the Phaco, yeah.
So the humans has zero aspect with it, and I'm like, well, that's the whole appeal of the vampires, that they get the humans, and do they turn them or not? But this one, they get the bad people and turn them.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
good people.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
which I'm like, good. That's clever. Like I think, there's vampire lore that we've seen again and again. This is different.
I've never read anything like this. I've never the concept, because they've strung so many together. Like I would say one of the wildest vampire shows that I saw was True Blood, because then it had the fairies, the wolves, like it really expanded the world. So I was comparing this to that a lot, and I was like, well, this has morals.
This does have morals.
Because the only moral issue in that book was if you turn them or not. Or, in that series, True Blood. And this, I'm like, no. This is literally about a man's struggle to change entirely who he is. And for a woman to remain exactly how she is, it's like he loves the snark.
Oh, he loves that snark.
He loves that snark.
She is snarky.
She softens a bit, but he loves the snark.
I mean, how could you not?
That's what I'm saying.
This is snark with a capital SNARK. She is snarky.
Yeah.
She is one snarky witch.
Yeah, even in sex, she doesn't let up.
No.
I love it.
Oh, I love it too.
It's time for me to take back control of my sex life. I'm sick of this. I am not saying enough snarky things to my husband. I'm being way too nice. I got to start saying things going, that all you got? Like, I got to start saying some real good things.
Oh my God, yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah. You just gotta
Motivate
be
him.
like, listen, if you don't fuck me hard, I'm gonna turn your dick into a pretzel.
Oh my
or
God.
whatever.
Lot of penis fake out spells.
Exactly, and that's her thing. Is like
Curses.
she, like they're like, oh, she's so snarky. She's always casting. She always like threatens to cast spells on men to like fuck with their dicks.
Yeah, I kind of love that.
Oh, I love it, feminism.
That's exactly what we're dealing with in this book, everybody.
It's all about feminism.
Exactly.
But like to your earlier point, like I think what's interesting is that like the characters in these books are heroes. They all are incredibly flawed. And I think
Yes.
it's a very interesting aspect to this book that like, okay, like Regina has made a mistake when she was, a witch and was only caring about whatever. Zebulon, he made a mistake too of like joining the army or whatever.
Yeah.
Against his people. Like these
The
are
Roman army.
exactly
Yeah.
against the Jewish people, which,
Touchy subject on this podcast.
super touchy.
We know I'd be one of the Romans. Get real.
I mean,
We know it.
The thing is that I like the way they described it was like, okay, well, first of all, so he like this is such a side note, but like, so he like joins the Roman army because he thought it was in his best interest to achieve his dreams, to own a vineyard.
More money.
Of having more money and owning a vineyard. The money thing worries me, but the vineyard thing, okay.
Yeah.
That said, I was curious and was like, because like they mentioned like some like Israel thing, and I'm like, is that real? And I look it up, and it turns out against all of my Hebrew school training, which whatever, loose. There were a shit ton of Jewish civil wars, like Jews fighting against each other, which I never knew about, and it was like, oh, shit's complicated more than we think. And thank you to Sandra Hill for showing me this.
I don't want to be prejudiced or anything, but
Go ahead.
I don't support this. I don't support the Civil War. I don't want people to fight each other.
They shouldn't fight each other.
I don't want anyone to fight anyone. But I don't want. It breaks my heart to hear it that it's real because you're like, man, it's like, and it's not being taught. So it's like we're not even. How are we gonna learn?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that, you know what I mean?
Jews,
like it all breaks my heart.
Exactly. Jews were like literally assassinating each other, and this totally got like whitewashed, in Hebrew school. And it's like
It's a classic genocide situation where it's like everybody just, you know what I mean? Is like, we're just like, well, this never happened. And you're like, okay, but somebody did make a movie about it. And it definitely happened. And, if we all just could watch this, we would know, or a documentary more.
Or like,
you would hope for.
Yeah.
More.
Or like whatever. Like, it's just like, okay, if you are going to, teach religion and you want people to religion, if you want to be religious, like it's like you got to accept like the bad parts of that history.
That's exactly what they do in this book.
Exactly.
Because they all will tell their story as to how they got there.
Yeah.
And to being this like now forced savior.
Exactly. Yeah. So in that, I mean, like is very fascinating of just like there are terrible aspects to religion that have all been idealized, I'm assuming, in, all religions. And this is just like, guess what, pious people? Not like that. Here's a sexy sex scene to help you out with your existential
I couldn't agree more. I couldn't agree more.
So I feel like we need, like, there's like a headline in this book. And
Let's hear it.
Okay. So, Regina, she's going to go and she's going to save Zeb from, the torture. So she finds him like in hell or in the horror,
And just
castle.
so everybody knows, she's doing this to rebel against the fact that the other Vangels won't let her do anything.
Exactly. She feels
because they don't trust her.
They don't trust her.
So she, behind their back, leaves without their permission. This is key.
This is key. So she's breaking a lot of rules. And it's understandable. She's the one woman. She's the one witch. You know, she is very,
She's
very...
got that fiery red hair.
I know, which is another reason why I give the book A++++.
It's relatable.
Yeah.
For some people. Small population.
I related to it. All 2% of everyone will relate to it. So she goes and she sees him, and one of his torture devices,
I know where this is going.
which is a headline, is that he is watching romantic like memories and stuff from his past with his past wife, and has a barbed wire on his penis. That is the torture device, is a barbed wire on his penis. Great. But he also has kind of like a gung-ho attitude about it.
You know, he's feeling cool about the barbed wire on his penis because he's like, it's fine. I'm never going to get a boner again anyways because my wife is dead and it's my fault.
Yes.
So it's like torture, but I think watching the footage is torture. I don't think the barbed wire on his dick is torture because he's like, she's dead. How can I get an erection for her? Like, he's so sad.
It's true.
He has a gun-ho attitude about the rest of the torture. Like, they ripped off my toenails and this, and this. And he's like, I barely feel pain anymore. And he's a little snarky to them.
Oh my God, yeah. Which I kind of appreciated because it's like he doesn't take his situation too seriously.
Nor should he. He's alive. It's been a year. If they wanted him dead, they would have already done it.
Exactly, yeah. Because he makes jokes of like, oh, talk about ring around the rosy. You know what I mean? With that barbed wire.
The barbed wire in his dick, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, he's like, oh, this is literal hell, da 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 da. You know, and I'm just like, dude, I want to go out drinking with you, man.
Yes.
You have a good gung-ho attitude.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. They do make a big deal about this barbed wire penis. Like, it is a huge thing. I mean,
well, and taking it out, stitching it, the Vikings all wanting to see it, talking about it, seeing if his dick will ever work again. I mean, we're talking. I read this book on a Kindle, so it shows the percentage in which I was reading. Yeah, and we're talking for about 15% of the book were jokes made about it, and then that's just the jokes. Then the sex part was like probably another 10%.
Yes, and like. So she saves him, and here's another thing I like about Zebulon, which also is, I'm gonna say, kind of a headline of this book for me. So like apparently like so they escape. He's like, you know, in so much pain. They escape with like these other side characters that I just didn't know what was going on with. No, because my brain only can
a coven of witches that eventually are dead.
They end up dying and you never see them again, except for like one. But like, oh sorry, but you know what I mean. Like there's one you see back, but then I was like, who's that guy? Oh yeah, maybe from that. Don't know, don't care. Doesn't matter.
Don't care. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Love this book. So they apparently, Zeb, when he was like a Lucifer on Earth, like he has all of these properties that he decks out with like...
Yeah. He spends like hundreds of years decking them out.
Yeah. So he has a private island, you know, so they go to the private island that again, he has his living room, latest technology.
Modern, yeah, all of it.
All of it. And I'm just like, I appreciate Zeb's, among everything, sense of decor.
I love him because everything's so modern in all the hideouts. It means he's upkeeping all of them.
Exactly.
Within the last 10 years.
Yeah, he has an excellent sense of interior design, which...
Yeah. He had a giant green screen.
Yeah.
Giant flat screen TV mounted
Mounted.
the witches went nuts for. The coven went nuts for it, that helped him escape.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like just like the kitchen was well stocked, well designed, latest in appliances.
I mean, you guys had to see how new these appliances were.
When
a
did
stove
he get it?
like you wouldn't believe.
I mean, I'm assuming there was a Keurig and a really nice Cuisinart.
For sure, there's a Keurig. All they talked about was coffee in the cave.
I know, the coffee in the cave. Yeah. Oh my God. So that was another headline for me. It was just like his sense of interior design.
Ooh, okay. Let me think of a headline for me. I would say a headline for me was his new look.
Yes.
It was commented upon the whole time. He had to like shave his head. So we heard a lot about how he used to look, how he now looks, and then how that's progressing. Obviously the eyes changing, which is a symptom of becoming a angel. the back
Yeah, he
with
gets,
the
like,
wing.
wings,
So it's
yeah.
like all that stuff is progressing his body. We hear a lot about his body, how thin he was and emaciated, then how he
Yeah.
got his health back, a tan back, like all this kind of
Dick
stuff.
back. Don't worry, his dick gets back. Yeah. 'Cause-
Spoiler.
yeah, spoiler
We
alert,
wouldn't
it's
have read it if
wonderful.
it didn't.
Yeah, why would I? Yeah.
So I would say that would be a headline for me, was the appearances.
Yeah.
We talked a lot about it. We covered it.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like
Yeah.
I feel like and I think what I appreciate about the cover of this book is that the man on the cover also has a shaved head, and I was
Exactly.
like, okay, I appreciate
Because normally you
coinciding.
wouldn't do that.
Normally, no.
It's the long hair.
How do you feel about shaved heads? Like, are you like what?
I've dated people with shaved heads.
Yeah.
I have no problem with it. I mean, my high school boyfriend was going bald. He was 19.
Oh,
So he shaved his head.
Yeah.
That didn't look good. That one didn't look good.
Okay, well,
But I've been with some bald guys. I mean, here's the thing about Norm. My current husband, we'll see what happens. Just kidding. But I'm just saying, if a Zeb comes along, it's a goodbye Norm.
Oh, sure.
So let's just clarify that. If Evangel comes along and wants to screw with me, it's happening.
Oh yeah, sorry.
So,
Bye,
sorry, Norm.
Bye, Norm.
But he has a full head of hair, and he's always going to have that. His
Okay.
dad has it. It's like, it's just in his blood. And I appreciate that because I have very thick hair. So I appreciate the struggle of the full hair and the success of the full hair.
Yes, what a great thing to like base your marriage on.
That's what I'm saying. The thickness of the hair.
But the thing is that because like I feel like when you are with someone with thin hair and they see that all of your like, because I shed a lot.
Me too.
And to have someone else like understand and not
Exactly.
be grossed out by it, I'm like, that is fucking true love.
I'm gonna say this. Here's the only thing I don't like about a shaved head: the insecurity that comes with it. Guys, just embrace it.
Yeah.
Ladies and gents and everybody, let's embrace it. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I feel like, for, again, I don't have a shaved head, or like I'm not going bald, so I don't understand I cannot empathize. I completely understand that.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like balding isn't that like I feel, to me it's in the past.
Well,
and
it's
you
like
know what I mean?
in
It's not
the
a thing
book,
anymore.
it's not a thing anymore. It's a style now.
Yeah.
And in the book, he's insecure about his bald head until she's like, ooh, I like it, and keeps touching it. And then he's like, hey, maybe it's not so bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm just like,
Exactly.
once we can leave the insecurity behind, and look, I can say this about with body dysmorphia and blah, 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 all this kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
once we can leave that behind, you can allow somebody to actually enjoy it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because people do. I mean, like, again, you have Jason Statham, who, like, you have Vin Diesel, which arguably a hunk. Not my. There's something about him that I'm just.
The Rock.
The Rock.
Yeah.
Definitely my type.
I mean, that body. Hello. But I digress.
Yes.
Getting away from the book. The whole
Yeah.
point, I'm pro shaved head. I think it's
Yeah,
okay.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So so she saves him, and so she finally she finally takes him back to like home base, which is this castle in Transylvania, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Which doesn't exist. Had to look it up.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Does not exist.
I just accepted it. I thought it must.
Yeah, I mean, I accepted it in the book.
Must exist.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, okay, well, like, first of all, and then when I found out it didn't, I was like, what the fuck, Pennsylvania? Why didn't you do that?
Yeah. Couldn't agree more.
So she gets in trouble, he's in trouble, and then
Michael the
Archangel.
Archangel comes.
Yeah, because he's in charge of everything.
Yeah, and he is going to dole out the punishments
Yes.
of her leaving and of Zeb. Because Zeb's is...
He's good question. I know what you're gonna ask. I don't know what you're gonna ask, but good question.
Why? What is he being punished for again? What did he do? He did something.
Like, maybe, like, well, he was a Lucifer, which in this world
Yes.
is enemy, but he was a double agent
Yes.
for the Vangels. So you would
Yeah.
think that he would get, like, some sort of reprieve, but he's still in trouble.
I think he was, from the last books, I think he was like kind of on probation to become a Vangel. So I think this is him violating the probation. Because it's not his fault that he got captured.
Right, yeah.
But I think previous to him getting captured, I have a sneaky feeling
oh, he must have been, yeah. I mean, I know
that
he made
it was
mistakes.
probation from
Okay.
the jump when he wanted to turn. And they were like, well, we don't quite trust you.
Got it. Okay, so
I don't
that
know,
makes
that's my
sense.
2 cents.
Yeah, I will take those 2 cents and go to the bank with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Then we find out that there's like this Armageddon coming. I mean, it's the final book. Obviously, you have to put in an Armageddon.
I mean, it goes without saying.
Goes without
Quite
saying.
literally, if a book like this,
Yeah.
with this world, doesn't end with an epic war, a world war, then honestly, what are we doing with ourselves? Can't imagine doing a damn thing. Okay. Can I? So you just said we've prefaced now we're about to go into the Armageddon.
Yeah.
So I need to reveal something now to everybody, to the listeners, before we go any further, because we might get lost in the mix of the war. I was not able to finish the book in time for the recording, but I did not cancel the recording because I was very excited to see you, and we already had to reschedule because I was shooting something. And I was like, there's no sense in bailing. We can do something more fun. Becky is going to reveal the ending of the book to me on the podcast live. But the reason why I had to say it now is because I probably got 80% of the way, but I'm in the war and I've been in the war for 20%.
Yeah.
So because you're about to touch on the war, I might not know everything. That's why I had to announce it now, because I don't know how far into the war I am versus how long the war goes.
Yeah.
So hit it.
The devil wins, the world explodes, and nothing is nothing. I'm just kidding. Of course not.
Can you
Could you imagine?
imagine?
I would show if
What
that,
a fucking epic ending.
if it ended like that. I would show up to Sandra Hill's house and be like, "What the fuck?"
Oh my God, I would show up to her house and give her the Pulitzer Prize. I'd be like, did not see it coming. Way to fucking throw reality in my face.
Yeah.
Like, I would be elated if that's how it ended.
Oh my
After I've
God.
invested my heart and soul.
Yeah, I would be so like because I would think of like all of the readers who read all 9 of these very, very dense books. They've been in this world 9 times over, and then
Yes.
all of a sudden that everyone dies.
Everyone's just dead and it was all for nothing.
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in real life, we're in the war.
In real life, we're in the war. Okay, so again, as I said, this book is very dense. It felt all over the place, but like in general, they win the war. The war is won. Zebulon does at some point, they have sex, and it's sexy.
Couple times.
Right? Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. We'll get back to that.
Oh,
we'll circle back.
Of course, we're gonna circle back.
Of course we are.
So right before like the final battle, Regina, is about to profess her love for Zeb, and Zeb is like, "No, I don't want to hear it."
Yeah.
Because he's just like all over.
He's
the place.
lost because he feels like he cannot disrespect and dishonor his wife by loving another woman because he's the reason she's dead. But he clearly
Exactly.
fucking loves her.
Exactly. Yeah.
He wasn't intending on it.
No. No one.
Wait, we
really
didn't say
does.
the punishment before the war.
Oh, what was
They were betrothed to have to marry each other because
right.
Zeb wants to be evangel and he can't because he was a Lucifer of a devil or a demon, sorry. So, but they were like, well, you can by marriage, technically.
Oh, okay.
That's why they
okay.
were betrothed to
Yeah.
have to marry each other.
Yeah.
So he was like, fine, I'll fuck this woman.
But they also were like, oh, they wanted to not have sex with each other to
Exactly.
prove a point to Michael, but then it's like, of course they want to have sex with each other. Again, here's the thing, another great plot we didn't need, I don't care, but I loved this book.
I loved it. And I'm going to say this, good looking people deserve to have sex.
They worked so
They work so
they work-
hard, you guys.
Here's the saddest thing in the world.
Let's hear it.
When a very good-looking person doesn't have sex.
It really bums me out
Bums me out when they don't have
because
sex.
that's a good body going to waste.
Yeah. When they don't have sex and they don't fall in love with their true love, that's the saddest.
Isn't it so sad?
Because they're so good looking.
They're so good looking.
Yeah.
What a nice life that would be. And everyone's like, well, their personality. I'm going, who for what for who?
Yeah.
You want a personality? Get a friend.
I know. Yeah. Get a friend.
Get a fucking friend.
Yeah, this
Get your
person-
own damn personality.
Yeah. This person worked so hard.
So hard. Leave them alone.
And even if they didn't work hard, they worked so hard.
They work hard, quite simply just getting all that attention from people and being humble about it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or boastful
absolutely.
about it, having the confidence to do that.
Yeah.
Hard.
Hard. And
Okay, I'm glad we're on
hats
the
off.
same page about
Hats
this.
off. They get the Nobel Peace Prize. So back to the end.
So she's about to profess her love.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to hear
He's
it.
like, no.
Yeah.
And she's heartbroken.
Yeah, of course.
They win the war. Obviously, the war has been won.
Bummer.
Everything. I know. Sorry for that.
Huge bummer.
Sorry for that letdown of
That fake out, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry for the letdown. And then she is devastated, and he still feels bad, and so he has to. He is punished in this prison thing for something that he did wrong. I don't know, something I love
Yeah.
this book.
Me too. Me too.
So
Maybe he went and killed someone he wasn't supposed to.
maybe or
Probably.
something. Or you know
Everybody
what it
gets in
was?
trouble for that.
He had to escape to go back to this site in Israel to kind of like absolve himself of his sins for what he did wrong. Like he had to like come full circle. So he learns from like Michael that like Sarah, like in heaven or wherever she is, like she and his kids forgave him. Like he's been forgiven. Like she never thought of him like he's always blamed himself, but she's like, but Michael tells him like, well, the truth is that like it was anti-Semitism you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she was murdered by these people who were murdering people, not, necessarily by you. You are absolved of that sin. And then, but he lost Regina, because he was like, I can't love you, Regina. So Regina moves down to Louisiana, I believe, and gets like a cute little house, which I love.
She's still Evangel?
Still of Angel.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, and he falls back in love with her. Or like they come to terms with, or you know what I mean? They have the big thing. But then, since everything is over, Michael goes to all of the Evangels and he gives them a choice. They were like, you can be sent to tranquility, which like essentially is heaven.
Yes.
Or I can make you human and give you the chance to live like a normal human life for the rest of your life. You can be with your family. If you married a human, you can be with your kids, blah, blah, blah. So Zeb and Regina, they love each other. They want to give it a shot. They choose being human, and they get married and live happily ever after.
I'm dead.
I know. Well, you're alive
Did
now.
he become Evangel? Did he end up?
He didn't end up Evangel. They both ended up becoming human.
No.
Oh.
I mean, previous to that choice. Because remember
Yeah.
during sex, they could see his wings?
Yeah,
His haze?
he does get. I think he does become like a Vangel. Like he's definitely not a Lucifer, so I think he gets like Vangel-esque.
Probably once he's absolved of his sins.
Once he's absolved of the sins,
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
I'm pretty sure. Loved this book. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. But like they end up like living in a cute cottage and they get married and like they all like life's good.
My heart's exploded.
Yeah.
With joy.
Good. I mean, I'm glad. Yeah, because I mean, it's like they've been through a lot.
Can I get a break?
They need a break.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Let me love in peace, please.
Please. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
this is a phenomenal ending.
It was pretty epic. It was
I'm
an
going to
epic
finish the book. I have to.
ending. Oh, please do. And then let me know what happens.
Absolutely.
Because like I
Please,
said,
and let me know what happens. You got it.
there was just like you take the word plot and there was just put dynamite to it.
I fucking love it.
And it was just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay. That's how I felt when I was reading it.
Okay, perfect. Me
Yeah.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. I feel the same way as you now that it's been described.
Yes,
Plot,
yes.
plot, plot.
That's exactly it. Just a bunch of plots that like,
So many
were-
plots. And it's fun because it's plot for all is what I call it.
It is.
It doesn't matter who reads this book. You will find at least one plot that appeals to you.
I agree.
That's how many plots there are.
There's so many plots, and the thing is that like word of advice when you read this book, like just focus on that one plot, kind of skim.
I mean,
through
if
the
you're a
rest. Yeah.
hairdresser, there's literal full hair plots about the ones with the long hair, how they're styled, what color of hair, Regina's hair. Oh my God,
boy.
her long, fiery red hair is the pulse of this book.
Yes.
That is how much we touch on it.
Yeah, it's a lot of hair talk, a lot of interior design talk. I'm not gonna lie, but like there's just like they all sat upon like they go
Because
into
they have to show how different he is.
I know.
He's a man with his shit together.
Yeah, and
And,
he has,
the
like-
other Vikings are fools.
exactly like he goes into like they go into this cave which he again decked out as part of the war.
And it took him hundreds of years because
Yeah.
he didn't have the tools and everything like that. And he did it himself.
Yeah, and like he and like he built dorms and has like a flat screen TV.
This guy's got so many TVs. Can't even imagine.
Perfect, perfect kitchen, blah, blah, blah. To the sex scenes. I think
Let's.
we need to talk about them.
We're 40 minutes in. We've got time.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah.
Okay. My favorite sex scene was at the end. Okay, but you didn't read, but you should read because I thought it was my favorite.
You're gonna have. Do you want to tell me now, or do we want to start with the other sex scenes?
Let's start with the other sex scenes
Okay,
first.
let's start with the first sex scene.
Okay.
Okay, so first sex scene is Regina. So they've just fought a war at Gloom, which is one of his hideouts, now renamed to Glory.
Yeah.
And they did a good job with the battle. All the Vangels are resting now, scattered all over. Regina goes to lay down in Zeb's bed to grab a bit of shut-eye before her shift begins, or right after it ends, something like that. A couple minutes. And Zeb comes in.
Yeah,
Trouble.
does.
He's smelling her cinnamon scent. She's smelling his rain scent.
They have scents.
They have scents, and they're like lifelong partners is when you can smell somebody's eternal scent.
That's another plot that is a thing.
Smell.
They were fated together.
This is what I'm telling you. Heightened senses.
Yeah.
This is why vampire matters. The scent.
Yes.
So he comes in and he starts like... He's been finding himself strangely attracted to her kind of this whole time, but being like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
He comes in and, you know, it starts with a little kiss, a caress, blah, 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 blah. Then he's on top of her. He's like, no. They resist. And then they pull back. They don't have sex. But then 1 minute later, they remove all their clothes and have sex.
Yeah.
They tried to stop themselves and then they were like, fuck it. And they couldn't. 40 minutes passed by.
Yeah.
He did everything to her. She did all the things to him. They had the full sex. He orgasmed. He didn't think he would orgasm. It said, I haven't orgasmed that hard. It felt like 300 years.
Yeah. Which is true.
Which is true.
Yeah, because he had, yeah.
No, that's not true. He'd been a angel for 2,000 years.
Well,
remember, he was died 76 AD.
That's right. But but I don't think he had sex as a Lucifer. I think the last time he had sex was with his wife, Sarah. So he went 2,000 years. And
yeah, I think that's why it said it felt like 300 years. Or maybe... all I know it was a long time. Very, very long time. But I know he's been dead for 2,000 years. Because he told his story to her.
Yeah.
And she told all her rape stories.
Yeah.
God, the stories.
The stories.
Another plot line. Past plot line.
Yeah.
We heard the past plot lines of the witches that came along to help Zeb escape.
Yeah.
We got a lot of past.
Can I also point out, and I'm sorry I'm going all over the place.
It's okay.
They're like all the Vangels live in like this mansion in Transylvania, and Lizzie Borden is apparently a Vangel who's their cook, like the real Lizzie Borden.
Did not realize. Wow. Okay.
So apparently in this world she was misunderstood, but like Lizzie Borden was given the chance to be a Vangel, so that's something that happens in this world.
Oh my God, fantastic.
My brain just went there. I just thought everyone should know. Back to the sex.
So they have sex. It's incredible. She fangs him during it. Then the second time they have sex is but a few hours later in a utility closet.
Yep.
Up against the door for her, yeah. And that's explosive. They both come. He touches her clit. It's perfect. While they're having sex.
Yes.
He's strong.
He's strong.
Holding her up. It's not a problem.
He knows, and
he knows.
They do have a butt dial, which again.
Then the Vikings here. And everybody finds that pretty funny. And it's on their secret covert phones.
Yeah.
Nonetheless. Okay, now what other sex did I miss?
Okay, the final scene where so Regina, the war is over. Zeb is in like his like prison tower or something, but it's not like terrible prison tower. So she goes to him and wants to tell him off, being like, I can't, after everything we've been through, you really blah blah blah. She's ready to rip him a new one, but they just can't resist. Wow. And they have a really hot sex scene. Where they fang each other.
Both.
A double fang.
Same time?
Same time. They're both fanging each other.
Know, that's explosive.
It was explosive.
So wait, this is after she said I love you or before?
This is after. Yeah.
Okay.
Because she wants to resist him so bad, but like they've been apart for however long. They need each other's body. It is just pure carnal, has nothing to do with any sort of rationality. They just need each other's bodies. And
can you hear this dog at the door? It's so distracting. That's why I had to quickly check the time. She's making me crazy.
Oh my God,
I can hear her and I'm like, you are taking me out of the story right now. And because there is no dog plot line in the book, it's one of the only plot lines missing. Yes. I cannot relate to this dog. I'm trying to relate to literally about 70 plot lines.
Yeah. Oh my God, 100%.
Each page is kind of its own plot line.
It's like, Okay. And here's something that suffered about it, but and
let's hear
maybe this is just because I'm just like a sad, horny woman.
Let's hear it.
This, like, the first sex scene isn't until like 50% in the book.
No, 60% in the book.
60%.
Because I was reading on my thing.
Yeah.
Remember, I can see it. I'm not joking, 60% of the book.
Yeah. And like, granted, they are horny for each other in the beginning. We have the tension.
A lot of description when she's like sewing up his dick and all this stuff.
Oh my God. And when he fangs her, to feel better for the first time, she's an orgasm as he's drinking her blood, which
A couple times.
Sexy, I can't relate. Relate.
No, not me. I'm not going to have sex based on like somebody pricking my neck.
Yeah.
Or like I'm not going to have sex because somebody kisses my neck. Let's call it the same thing.
Yeah,
that's what the swap out is.
Yeah, I'm not going to have an orgasm from neck. I'm sorry. That's just me.
Leave me alone.
Just
I'm
go
also
away.
not going to have an orgasm just from straight up sex all the time. Maybe I've been lucky.
Yeah.
A rare amount of times of something just straight up like them having sex in the closet, but he touched her clit. That's why she was able to come. Like, I will say I appreciate about this book is they are calling out the pleasure for her.
Yep.
And not just pretending it's from straight up sex. So I'm like, if you've struck gold, amazing, hang on to that. But I'm like, I really appreciate once we do get into it, a lot of the accuracy. Sometimes you got to go the extra mile to get the lady pumping.
It was nice. It was really about her pleasure.
I really appreciate it. And usually first.
Exactly.
So I apprecited that.
Yeah, Zeb is a good lover.
He's a good lover. I'd give anything.
Oh, give anything for
Honestly,
Zeb.
Norm, enough of you not being Zeb. No, I love him. Listen, Norm, he knows what's up, but like, no wings, eyes don't turn blue.
Yeah.
He's not stealing me into closets. They're too small. There's no room.
You can't bite him in the neck.
I can't bite him in the
And,
neck
like, enjoy it.
and have
And even if
everybody see and drink that blood.
Yeah,
No,
even if you did, it wouldn't be the same.
it's not gonna be fun.
And apparently in this book, which another thing I just realized is that the vampire's fangs, like, apparently that's like, what's the part when a body when you touch it and it's like, ooh, like like a erotic zone, erogenous zone,
yes, that's it.
erogenous teeth, and so they like suck on each other's teeth while they have sex.
It's really wild.
It is wild.
I don't want anything to do with your teeth. You know what I mean? When I'm in the bed, I'm like, I don't need it.
It's scary.
Keep
like,
those chompers away from me. You want to take the steam out of the moment?
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
I get it. Like, maybe some people are turned on by teeth. I don't like it. It just reminds
it's
me
not
of
for
like,
me.
I don't like biting. I don't like
Yeah.
being pierced.
But it's okay for people. Like, I agree with you. If that's somebody's thing, go nuts. As long as everybody's on board, of course, go crazy. We all have a couple of weird things that we're too scared to reveal. Whoopsies. I'll never tell.
Oh my God. The people want to know. People want to know.
The people want to know what I'm popping off about, quite literally.
Oh,
you know,
nice.
I will say this. I'm an explorative person. I there's not much I'm going to say no to. I'm curious.
Yeah.
Let's just see. Maybe you hate it. Okay, we're done.
As long as
Why
you
not
try,
give something a whirl if you're not scared? Like, if you're genuinely like, you're like, absolute, like, I never want to skydive. I'm never going to. Nobody's ever going to talk me into it.
Yeah.
Okay, of course don't do it. Why would you put yourself through that anxiety?
Yeah.
But if there's a little part of you that's curious and you got somebody that like is willing to go at your pace for whatever that thing might be, go nuts. Try it.
100%. Yeah.
Try it.
100%.
You might like it. And if somebody else is asking you and that sounds weird to you, you're like, but if it doesn't feel violating in any way, you're like, okay, if you like touching this part of my body or a finger up a bum or whatever you want, you're like, give it a whirl. Go nuts.
Go nuts. Like, really, no one's judging you. And if they are, fuck them.
And you're not the only one.
Oh my God, 100%.
Any fetish ever somebody else in the world has. That's why
Yeah.
there's full fetish websites for dating.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or relating, not even dating all the time.
Yeah, just like hookups. And like anything you can think of, there is some Latin based term for you're fine. You
You're
know what I mean?
fine.
There's some Latin word with like philia at the end. You're fine.
You toss the filia on the end, we're laughing.
Yeah, it's fine. We're fine. We are fine.
We're fine. And by the way, this means of age, because I know pedophilia, that's what everybody was thinking.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
we're talking
Sorry
it's
about-
okay, everybody's of age.
Oh, yeah, of course. Oh my God. I didn't even
Everybody's
think
of
that.
age and we're all consenting. Everybody knew that.
Oh,
Let's just
yeah.
clarify it so people aren't taking audio clips of us and
yes.
using them in the wrong context. We know this is a popular podcast for audio clips.
Really? I mean, I'm getting...
Use them responsibly, everybody.
I'm getting quoted out of context literally every
it just
day
happens
of my
every
life.
day.
I'm basically like...
You're a walking meme.
I really am. I'm basically the Ted Cruz of
I've always called you the Ted Cruz of podcasts.
podcasts. Yeah.
End of
mean.
reading.
Yeah, end of reading, end of just the romance. I
Just
get
kind
it.
of in general, you're a bit of a Ted Cruz.
Yeah, that's kind of like who I relate to the most. Of just like
In general.
In general, it's like, oh, tell me about yourself. I'm a bit of a Ted Cruz.
I'm a bit of a TC.
TC, oh TC, 100%.
You
all
gotta
the way.
love him. Now, there's your sound clip.
There's your sound clip.
You gotta love him.
Oh, you gotta love that guy. Ted Cruz, gotta love him.
Just kill me.
Okay, so is there anything else you want to discuss about this book?
Let's think. Overall, it's like it was a long read. I didn't even get to the end, obviously, but I was constantly enjoying myself. I only stopped because I had to, if that makes sense. Like, I had something to do. Obviously, we know the dog's bothering me 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
That was the only time I would stop.
Right.
Otherwise, I was enjoying myself thoroughly. So that is a good sign.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just want to talk about this book and this series being a page turner. And it doesn't have, like, Twilight has the Christian undertone, all this resist. No, this book goes resist, just so it's that much better once we relinquish control.
Exactly.
And I appreciated that. So I'm just going to say, like, it is a page turner. If I hadn't been shooting yesterday, I would have been able to finish the book. But this is why I still wanted to come talk about it with you, because I was like, no, I have enough fresh in my head that I'm like, I have plenty to discuss.
Yeah.
On its own as is.
Oh my God. Like, honestly, like, I read the prologue and,
Okay,
and
yeah.
I was like,
Hooked. That's where
I
you
could
find
discuss-
Regina. Regina becomes a Vangel. So that's where you find out is right in the prologue.
Yeah.
And that it's a witch.
And already at that first chapter, I'm like, oh, I have an episode here with Alana. I don't even need to read the rest of it because
I didn't read past the prologue. Full disclosure.
You didn't need to.
It's just the prologue was 80% of the book.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think, like, read this book, like, but, like, don't take it seriously. And, like, because, like, every note I had, like, was just like, this book is insane. This book is insane.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I have 2 words of advice. Dive in.
Oh.
Just dive in. Don't question.
Don't question.
Don't ask.
Don't ask.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, you can tell.
A lot
if
of
you want.
telling.
There's a
No,
lot
you
of
are
telling.
right. But
Yeah.
don't ask.
Yeah.
Just accept what's being said to you. Okay. I got lost in the book. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Reread a page if you have to, but plow ahead. They'll recap. It's like Harry Potter. They recap.
They do. Yeah. And this is just
They do
like,
a good job.
Yeah, this is just enjoyable fun. I
completely agree.
Like, there's no English test at the end of the book.
No.
You know, just read and have fun.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I did.
Yo, good. That's all I care about.
I love this recording. I love this podcast.
Oh my God, shut up.
I do. I would love to go. I told you.
Yeah, you're very sweet.
I did. Yeah. It was like, I love it. I
Aw.
love, and the task of reading a book that maybe I wouldn't have picked up for myself, but I quite enjoy. I'm like, yeah, I love that.
Well,
you know what I
are
mean?
welcome back anytime. Like, if there's any other
Yes.
subgenre, like, if you're like, okay, I'm done with vampires, maybe I'll try that. But, like,
We should
whatever
read
you
a
want.
psychological thriller.
Oh,
I think that
yeah.
would be our next book.
Okay, I'll find.
I
Like
think that would be really fun.
Okay, I will find a thriller, but there has to be like sex in it, and like, cause I'm sorry.
There's
like,
usually sex in thrillers because it's usually
Yeah.
then they come after them.
right, but like, yes,
But some of them are just like Hereditary. You're like, well, I don't want to read this. Okay,
yeah,
wait.
no.
Okay, wait. I have an idea. This is what we do.
Okay.
Let's read a book about betrayal. So,
Okay.
like, I read a book, Leanne Moriarty. She's one of my favorite authors. It was called A Husband's Secret. Or no, A Husband's Betrayal. Something like, I think A Husband's Secret. And it's like following 4 different people, and then they all end up connecting. But it's like, there was affairs, there was this, there was that. And I'm like, this we can read.
Oh, yeah.
So not murder. Well, actually, someone did die in this book.
Oh, well.
But not murdered.
Okay.
It was just like an accident, but it ties
Yeah.
back in. So maybe something like that, where it's like, we have the sex, but we have the betrayal to come with it.
Okay, sure.
Let's do
yeah.
that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I will find
Find a book.
something. Okay.
And let
yes.
me know.
Absolutely. Listen.
Great.
Oh my God, I'm so excited you're gonna come back. By
And
the
I'm
way.
really excited that we're about to go run errands because when you
Yes.
recorded my podcast the very first time, I had a medical problem and you took me to urgent care and the weed store.
Yes. And what?
That's a true friend.
I think about that time all the time.
I think about it all the time. Like, that's the thing with you and me, is it's just like, we've had enough experiences. You were one of the first friends I made, you and Courtney. We've had enough experiences that, or like, you know, at Courtney's wedding,
Yeah.
it's like whatever, that I'm like, yeah, you just hang on to those because you're like, that was wild. And
was
you were a
wild.
part of it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you are forever associated with this crazy thing that happened to me. So it's like, It just makes it a fonder memory of something that was quite concerning and alarming at the time.
Oh yeah, I was concerned and alarmed.
Me too. It was a torn abdomen, a torn muscle, remember?
Yeah, and you were like, I still want to record my podcast. And I'm like...
And I did. I was like walking around like I was in labor. And I recorded it. I had a great time, and it was a good episode.
It was like one of my favorite times I had high anxiety.
Yes. Okay, of course. Because I was unhinged.
Yeah. But we both
it was great.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was so great.
Check it out.
Check it out, guys.
Self-esteem party.
Oh, so good. Okay. So I want to ask you for final rating.
Yeah.
So in here we're rating with like flat screen TVs. So 1 out of 5 flat screen TVs was just like, okay, blah, blah, blah. 5 out of 5 flat screen TVs was you loved it.
4.2 big screen flat screen TVs.
Okay.
I am saying high definition.
Mm-hmm.
I am saying the 4.2, not because I didn't finish it, because I know the tone of the book. You get it from the prologue.
Yeah.
So it's not, and I'm judging by tone of the book, because each plot gets 5 flat screen TVs, obviously.
Yes.
But I would say the 4.2 because this one was particularly confusing. That's the 0.8 that took me a little bit out of it. I had to do some rereads.
Yes.
It was worth it, as I gave you in my advice of dive in. It was worth it to do the rereads, but nonetheless, it was a little more taxing. And I have to take that into account.
I think that's a very valid criticism. Yeah. Like, here's the thing. Like, I kind of have the same rating. I'm giving it, like, but for me, I'm 4.9 out of 5 because I feel like if I read this book and didn't record this podcast, it would get a 4.9. But the fact that I read this book and I'm recording this podcast with you, it gets a 5. Does that make sense?
It does make sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like I missed out on, like, there's so much going on. There were things that you noticed that I didn't. There were things that I noticed that you didn't. So being able to talk about it
makes the book more
makes
fun.
the book more fun. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, 4.2 and 5. So that's an average, 4.5, 4.6?
That works for me. I don't know.
Works for me. Let's shake.
Shake. We're shaking on it.
We're shaking on it.
Nice.
It's done. The shake is over.
The shake's over. It was a good shake. Really a steamer of a shake, as they say.
And on that note, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Too Stupid to Live is part of the Frolic Podcast Network. For more podcasts you'll love, visit frolic.media/podcasts. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great rest of your day.